Hello, and welcome to the Cup TV, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality. It can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm your girl, Lana, your resident Eve diva, and I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I love me some tea. Per, I am drinking on some water here because hydration is important. And guess what, y'all? It's my birthday. I know. You're like, why are you podcasting on your birthday? But that's okay. I love what I do, so I don't mind podcasting on my birthday. And I love this show, so I want to talk about it. And I have my cookbook here. Period. This celebration is gonna be fun because it's a birthday and a cup mug celebration. Hey. So you can get your cup mug at LanaG'sCreations.etsy.com. That link will be in the description below. And we do ship internationally and domestically here in the United States, Canada, and Mexico. So there are no excuses. Get your cup mug. And yeah, we are here to talk Destination X. And I'm excited to talk about it. Are you excited to hear about it? Because I'm excited to tell you about it. We're going to do all of that and we're going to talk about it. And, I'm going to be in and out of your way really quickly because not a whole lot to say, but a lot to say. But before I jump into it, y'all know what to do. Please hit the subscribe button. As a birthday present to me, if you haven't subscribed, hit that as a birthday present. It's free. It takes a second to do it. I appreciate it. And let me know in the comments below if you actually subscribed for me for my birthday. And I will personally thank you and shout you out on the next video. But no, I will shout you out on the next video for sure. But please subscribe to this channel and all of our channels in the Cup Network because we are on a mission here to get 1,000 new subscribers by the end of the year. So if you could help us out and subscribe, that would be amazing. And we just want to unlock a lot of fun things that you can unlock once you hit 1,000 subscribers here. So that'll only help us create better content for you. So help us out and subscribe. Things. Also, if you need to check us out on the go, oh, and we have three other channels. So all the links will be in the description below. If you're a fan of drag or drag race, Eurovision Song Contest, or WWE wrestling, we have a channel for you. So go check that out. Also, if you need to check us out on the go. Our audio podcast links are in the description below as well as our Patreon, which is heating up for Pride Month. So if you're a fan, first of all, happy Pride to all who celebrates. And we got a lot of fun things going on in our Patreon. So join our Patreon, help us out, learn some fun things that we got going on behind the scenes, some extra content that will never come out on the channel, and you get early access to some of the shows that we do have on our channel. So check us out. Thanks so much. And follow us on all of our socials at The Cup Pod on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky, and all of that. Now let's get into it because we're here talking about Destination X, episode 3. We got a lot to talk about. And I do have the exit interview for the person who was eliminated. That show is on the channel. So if you haven't seen that, check it out. I will put the link right up here. Bing. So go check out our exit interview. But yeah, we're gonna talk about it because we start off and they're on the bus and they're going to their next location. And we see Shane and Allie just they're getting coupled up. They're getting booed up. They're getting closer and closer. And a couple of people everybody's noticing it on the bus, but they're seeing how they're holding hands and getting closer and smooching every now and again. We been knew. We knew from the beginning when Allie was like, she's just a lover girl. She just loves, being booed up. She just loves that. So we been knew that a showmance was going to happen with them, and it just makes sense. It just makes sense. So we do see after they finally get dressed and everything. Um, they get dropped off at their place, and then when they take the goggles off, they're in a maze, a huge hedge maze. And they were put in teams of two sporadically throughout this maze. And the teams were Ty and Shane, Kim and Rachel, Mac and Rick, and Allie and Biggie. And so they had to go through this huge maze tunnel. I think I love maze tunnels. I love them so much. I've never been in a huge one. I want to, but I don't want to do it on a race. So I got to run around because, baby, I'm not running. I just look. It's my birthday. I'm old. I'm not running around anymore like these spry little kids. These spry kids are these days. And Kim, but power be it. Look, good on you, Kim, for doing it because I'm not doing it. But I want to walk through a maze and see about if I can get out of it or not get lost or whatever. But Ty and Shane. Shane is like a track star, baby. He's moving through this maze, and you have to go to 3 checkpoints to finally get to the middle of the maze. Your end goal is to get to the middle of the maze, and the checkpoints will give you clues to where Destination X is. And so we see them going through and through the mazes to get to the clues. But the catch is, it's a catch to all of this. Only the first team that gets to the checkpoints gets the correct clue. Every other team will get a red herring clue, which is just not going to help them know exactly where they are. And so this was not even a competition at all. Honestly, no other team was close. No other team got to a checkpoint before um Ty and Shane. Shane was booking it and he was getting to every checkpoint first. They got all the right clues. The first clue was um it was statue, of course, was there, and it was a living statue, and she was doing this like a movie camera, and she was just like, and then they had a picture associated with that. And so each picture made sense to what the the clue was. One was for France, the right clue. One was Spain, one was Croatia, something else. I can't remember the other one. But then the second checkpoint was uh um they did the was it the second one? Oh, it might have been the third one. I was doing the can I think that was the third one. The second one was, what was that second clue? Oh gosh, my brain just went kaput. What was the second clue? Hmm, I can't remember the second clue. Well, I don't remember the second clue. Sorry. I don't remember the second clue. Um, I know it was the the dance, because they listened to it. It was hmm, can't remember. Next time I'll write it down. I'll put it in the comments what it was, because I'm gonna go back and look and find out what it was. I just don't remember at this point while I'm talking. My mind is going blank. But anyway, Ty and Shane ended up winning the challenge. They got all the clues, the right clues, and they were not going to tell everybody, but they were only going to tell the people that they were close to, what these clues were. Um, Ty came up as about like, okay, it's the can. The Fin Festival, they gotta be in Cannes. And they're in France. They know they're in France. Oh, it was the bouquet of flowers was the third clue. The bouquet of flowers. So all right, the can was the second clue. And a bouquet of flowers was the third clue. And it was red, white, and blue flowers, but in the French colors, red, white, and blue style. Okay. I knew if I thought about it long enough, it would come back to me. Bouquet of flowers. So they knew they were in France. And then Ty thought with the film, when they were doing the film and then the dance to Can, that they were saying they were in Cannes. So she was in her mind like, we're in Cannes, France. So lock that in and keep that, you know. Um, and so, like I said, there was no question who was going to win this. They made it to the middle first. And in the middle was two statues. One was holding a rose and one was holding a phone. And so they each had to pick either the phone or the rose. Ty picked the phone, Shane picked the rose, and then they were going off to different bridges where they were met by two familiar faces. Let's pull up. Finally, we get to see the entrance of Peter and Janae. And if you know anything about me, you know I am a Love Island girly. And you know Janae Craig was my favorite Love Islander. So, so excited to finally get Janae on my screen. I was very happy to see Janae. Um, and I was actually happy to see Peter. I enjoyed Peter on Traders. And so I was excited that they were finally going to make their entrance into the game. But then I thought, but I was like, oh, they're just going to come into the game. But no, no, they didn't. They met Ty and Shane on their separate um, bridges, not benches, and they handed them a clue or advantage for the game. And Janae met Ty, and she gave her the card that says Ty could save someone from the map room. And Peter met Shane and got the advantage that Shane could send someone to the map room. So that was their advantages. And then Peter and Janae just left. And I was like, what the freak? What the freak? Like, she's supposed to get on the bus. They're supposed to get on the bus, and we're supposed to have Janae and Peter this entire episode. But no, no, we did not. We did not have that. And I was like, okay, fine, whatever. But they get back on the bus. Like I said, they don't tell everybody the clues that they got. Everybody was talking about all the clues, but they didn't tell them. But they waited till their crew was together, their crew being Allie, Shane, Ty, and Biggie. And they quickly let them know what all the clues that they got and all the places. So they were like, okay, this is what we all got. This is what we think. Um, we see that they go to the challenge, which is at this beautiful chateau, and will find out it's a head-to-head challenge once they get there. But like I said, the chateau is beautiful. Jeffrey comes out, he's wearing red bottoms, all these different clues around of where they could be. They had a big feast, a dessert table, and all kind of things. Rick was like, "Oh, this bird is calling," and he was picking up the sound of the bird and was like, "This bird is only in the northern parts of Europe." And so I'm like, "Dang, okay, this bird watching thing is gonna come in handy for Rick because he's literally picking out these bird sounds and knowing what part of the world they came from and where they were." And it was lovely. It was lovely to see. I mean, I was interested. I don't know nothing about no birds. So I don't know nothing about no birds. So I couldn't tell you nothing. He was just like, yeah, this bird is this only northern bird in Europe. And so they do the head to head we find out is a crochet game. Croquet, not crochet. Oh, I'm stupid. Don't y'all laugh at me. I could edit this out, but I'm not. I'm not gonna do that. Oh, I'm great. Okay. Oh, wow. That's interesting. Croquet. Croquet is what they're playing. And it's a head-to-head challenge. And so Ty goes first. Now, this was interesting because right before they get to the chateau, Ty has a conversation with Rachel. And Rachel really made a decision that she needed to be more social. She needed to talk more. She needed to find an end with an alliance, get a group together or some people who she can talk to and trust and maybe get help with. And so her and Ty had been talking, and made it up at the point in time she really liked Rachel. Um, she enjoyed them, and you know, she enjoyed their conversation. So she was gonna try to help her out. She was gonna bring her into the fold. Um, and so they were like talking, and she was kind of giving her hints and things and helping her with with trying to figure out the destination. Um, but excuse me. Um, but they just had this conversation. So then when they get to the chateau and Jeffrey tells them that's the head-to-head competition, um, Rachel, I mean not Rachel, Ty gets to pick first who she wants to go head to head with, and she picks Rachel. And Rachel's a little shocked because she's like, hello, we just had this conversation. Like, we're good, right? Why aren't we good? Why would you pick me? Because you think you can beat me. And that's kind of crazy to me since we're supposed to be, trying to get things close. We're supposed to be close, right? Like, what's really good? What's really going on? What's really happening right now? Um, but she picks Rachel, and like I said, they're playing croquet, and Ty wins the first one. Um, then we see the next head to head is against Mac, and with Mac for pulling going first, and she chooses to go against Kim, and she's like, "Cause I think I can beat Kim." Well, Kim said, "Let me take off my shoes and socks, please. Let me take my shoes and socks off. Let me take my shoes and socks off." And she takes the shoes and socks off, and she goes and boop. And it was obvious that Kim knew how to play this game and knew how to play it well. Come to find out, Kim says she plays this game for a long time, and she knows exactly what she's doing, and you can call her a croquet queen at this point. It gave me the same energy as you see somebody like in a pool hall who looks like they don't belong there, and then they get on the pool table and hustle everybody around. Like, it was like it was in that realm of like, "What? Okay, hello? Hello? Where did you learn this from? Where did you get this from?" Like, how mm, okay, okay. I don't know who you are, lady, but croquet is your game. It's your game. So Kim wins that. Um, we see Um, the next one is Shane and Rick. And Rick beats Shane, but Rick also is very aware that Shane has the authority to send anybody into the map room. So He's just like, ah, okay, well, we'll see how it goes. Um, and then the last one is Biggie and Allie, and um, Allie wins. So the winners are Ty, Kim, Rick, and Allie. They win the challenge. They are all safe from going to the map room, but um, Shane, Biggie, Mac, and Rachel are all vulnerable to go to the map room. We do find the advantages come into play, and they're back on the bus to get to Destination X, and that's when Jeffrey lets them know who is going into the map room, who's not. With the advantages, Ty chooses to save Shane from going into the map room, of course, because Matt they were partners, and if it wasn't for Shane, she wouldn't have the advantage in the first place. And so there was that. And then Shane decided to send Rick into the mat room, of course, because he beat him. He beat him. You gotta go into the mat room anyway. Don't beat me. So they go to the mat room and they make their decisions. And the decisions were made because, oh, wait, before I go to the mat room, because we do see Ty talking to Rachel once again, telling her she wants her to stay and how she really wants her to get all, get her all the clues. So she was like, I'm only giving you this, not telling her about her whole alliance, but she's giving her all the clues. She told her they're in France. They it's probably Cannes Film Festival because the can and the music and then the film thing that the statue was doing. So it's probably Cannes. They're probably in Cannes. And so Rachel takes that, she believes it, trusts her, and she goes and puts in Cannes. We don't really know where everybody else put their um thing on the map, but a lot of people were getting other clues from the chateau and where they were, and then like the feast and all the different things. So everybody had their own ideas of where they were, but nobody was sharing anything except tied to Rachel. And we see everybody put their places on the maps. Jeffrey comes in and he's like, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm just going to say it, rip the band aid off. The person going home, well, the person who's getting off my bus is Rachel. Ugh. We love Rachel here. Rachel's great. That was sad to put that X over her face. I hated it, but Rachel is eliminated because they were not in Cannes. They were in Paris. And so Rachel put it in Cannes, which is 500 miles away from from Paris. And so she is eliminated. And I'm like, oh, Miss Rachel in her great fashion. And fabulous. But I did get to talk to her. Ooh. And the exit interview is up. You can go see it now. She's great. She is great. You definitely want to check her out. Check out that interview with Rachel. She's amazing. Doll of a person. But Rachel gets off the bus. Jeffrey tells her they're in Paris. And they leave. And then Jeffrey comes back. And he was like, I feel a little benevolent because y'all always cooped on this bus and you never see anything. So I'm going to show you where we are. And they unfrost the windows and they see that they're in Paris. The Eiffel Tower is shining bright above them. And they're like, oh my God, we're in Paris. Look at Paris. They're looking out the window like kids in like a dog in a car, like, oh my gosh, look, there's the Eiffel Tower, there's people. Oh my gosh, it's Paris. And so then they see these two people dancing in the street. And they're like, oh my God, is that the Bachelor guy? They know the Bachelor guy. They noticed the Bachelor guy. And then they were dancing. They were like, well, these people are not just people, there are actual new players. So they dropped down 3 players and then they gained 2 more players. Yay! But these players are Janae and Peter, and they're back. And they're back on the bus. Well, they're finally on the bus and ready to play, and they're going to play the game. Um, but then it was a little weird. This is where it gets weird. And I need Ty. Ty, come to the front. Come step to the front. What was that? What was that? What was that? Why'd you lie about that? Because she's like acting like she didn't know like she did not meet Janae before. And so she's like, oh my God, nice to meet you. And Janae's like, yeah, nice to meet you. So now she's looking at her weird and giving her the side eye like, what? What is going on? Like, what is going on? Let me take this off because I don't like to see. But like, she's like, what do you mean? What is happening? What are you, what are you, like, what are you talking about? Why would you not remove, not me removing myself? I am don't like that. She's like, what do you mean? Why are you saying like, okay? So I just want to know, like, why would you do that? What is the purpose of this lie? But she's like, don't know her, nice to meet you, blah blah blah. But then Peter gets to Shane, and Shane's like, oh, so good to see you again. He's like, yeah, I know you. And everybody's like, wait, what? Oh. And so Peter's like, yeah, I met him on the and gave him the clue or the advantage. And he was like, oh, you delivered the advantage to him. So they're like, so Ty, do you know Janae? Did she give you? And she was like, no. And I'm like, what? And she's like, no, I don't. No, we don't. My clue was just there. And so now Janae is like, okay, this girl's lying. But I don't want to say nothing just in case she got a whole bunch of people on her back pocket, and she's running this bus, which she does have a lot of people in her back pocket. She has a solid core group that's there. And so she's just like, what? Okay, I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna play along with it. Um, and so then these people started to piss me off. Now, I've been really good with this cast. I've been really happy with this cast. I've really enjoyed them. But now this started to piss me off. And I understand. Please understand, I get when you've been playing with certain people for a while and then new people join and joins the party and you just like, who is this? Where y'all been? And you coming in the game all late. Like, who is this? I don't. But you gotta not be as obvious and rude. Like, and then the fact of the matter is, they weren't rude to Peter. They were kind of just rude to Janae, which I felt very much like Allie in her feel got in girl mode right there and got very insecure around another beautiful woman because Janae is drop dead, absolutely stunning, gorgeous, and we all know it. We love it. But Allie making side comments like, did people like you on your season? No, first they were like, what show are you on? She was like, Love Island. And she was like, did people like you on your season? And she was like, yeah, I was actually America's sweetheart, which she was, and she is. I mean, PPG, like PPG always on top, period. Um, and she's like, oh. And I was just like, ew. Ew, you're insecure. Like, trust me, Janae is not coming for your man. She's not coming for your man. She already got her man. That's why she went on the show and she got her man. She's not coming for your man. She's fine. Your man, your little relationship with Shane is good. It's fine. She already got her man. Don't do it. Don't do that. It was so ugly. It was ew. I was like, and so they're like, so Janae opens a bottle of champagne. It's like, yeah, you all deserve champagne after this. And then I think it was Kim was like, yeah, after the people come and take over, destroy the bus. I'm like, ew, like rude, 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 rude. Don't do that. Not too much on Janae. You know what? Not at all. None at all on Janae. Not even too much. Not at all. Y'all starting to don't piss me off. I like y'all. I like all y'all, but don't piss me off. Because what you're not gonna do is play in mother's face. That is mother. That is Janae. And I'm even older than her, but she's mother. Like she eats down. Don't do her. Don't do her. Mm-mm-mm. Don't do her. But so then they do a toast, and Biggie is like, let's toast. I like to make a toast to loyalty. And Janae's like, what's that supposed to mean? And I think it was either Shane or Rick was like, you'll find out in 4 days. Like, y'all trying to get her off the bus already? She just got, she just got, and y'all don't even, okay. Mm-mm, mm-mm. I know my bias is showing. I'm gonna be honest, I'm only watching this show because Janae was on it. No, I mean, Janae got me there. The format got me sat and interested. But if it wasn't for the inclusion of Janae Craig, I probably wouldn't even give the show a chance. So not at all. No smoke for Janae at all. But that's all we got from this episode. I can't wait to finally see a full episode with Janae and see how she is playing this game and with Peter as well, because I enjoy Peter in the Traders. So I think I'll enjoy Peter on this. I want to see how his pilot um, background is going to help with this situation. And Janae is a military brat and she has lived in so many different places around the world. So I want to see how that helps her with this. Um, I'm excited. I'm excited for Destination X still. I do love it. I love the premise of it. I'm excited to watch. Um, yeah, I think it's good and I enjoy it, but thank you so much for joining me. That's all I got. That's all I got. I just can't wait to see Janae. But thanks so much for joining me and doing this and celebrating my birthday with me and talking about Destination X. What a way to go. But please hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to this channel. Um, look, give me a gift for my birthday and subscribe to this channel on the 12th. If you're watching after the 12th, you can still do it. But subscribe and let me know that you subscribed in the comments as a gift for me, and I will shout you out in the next video because y'all will be real ones for me for doing that. So hit the subscribe button on this channel and then go to all of our other channels. All those links will be in the description below and subscribe to those channels as well. Um, Follow us on our audio podcast. Our audio podcast links will be down there. Join our Patreon. Follow us on all of our socials at The Cup Pod on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. You can follow me on all those platforms as well. This is my Instagram right there. The rest down there is all of my other um, socials. So check me out on there and get your merch at lanagcreations.etsy.com. Get your cup mug at lanagcreations.etsy.com. Right now, the mug is the only thing in the shop. So get the mug, and get the mug. I appreciate you all so much. And I will be back next week to talk more Destination X. So cheers, y'all. Bye.